Hi, I'm Sarah Fair. I'm an application scientist for Thermo Fisher Scientific. My poster today is on the validation of the automated liquid handling system, the Versette. We validated the Versette using immunosuppressant drugs and vitamin D metabolites. We compared already established methods from manual pipetting to the automated pipetting of the Versette. The methods that we used are summarized here. The procedures are slightly different for vitamin D and immunosuppressants. Because the immunosuppressant procedure was slightly more complicated, I used the 96 wellhead setup of the Versette, whereas for vitamin D, I used the single channel pipetting head. The single channel pipetting head can take slightly more time, but the procedure is actually shorter, which is shown here in the ControlMate software. So this shorter procedure is for the vitamin D2 and D3, and the longer one is for immunosuppressant drugs. However, despite the fact that the procedure looks longer, it actually takes less time than using the single channel head. This figure summarizes what manual pipetting would do, which is more cumbersome, more time, more resources, whereas the automated summary here is less steps and less complication. The manual pipetting, from my perspective, takes about 2 to 3 hours, whereas the automated pipetting takes about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on which method you're doing. So to summarize the results, our vitamin D calibration curve range was from 5 nanograms per mil to 300 nanograms per mil, with R-squared values from the Versette alone of 0.9904 and 0.9924. This table summarizes the validation day of the Versette, where these numbers here summarize the manual pipetting validation. This is vitamin D specifically. The immunosuppressant validation data is summarized here. We start with cyclosporin A. The calibration curve range is from 10 to 2,000 nanograms per mil. For tacrolimus and sirolimus is 1 nanogram per mil to 50 nanograms per mil, with our squared values ranging from 0.9923 to 0.9966 for all immunosuppressant drugs. These numbers are represented here in the chart. Lastly, and also of importance, is the percent RSDs for the quality controls for the experiment. They ranged from 2.06 to 5.41 with one exception. In conclusion, the Versette is a fully automated solution to sample preparation. It passes all validation acceptance criteria for precision and accuracy. It saves time, money, and resources. While the Versette is performing the pipetting, I don't need to be watching it. I can be working on other things in the lab. The manual pipetting takes 2 to 3 hours, whereas with the Versette, it takes only 10 to 15 minutes. And lastly, the Versette, in combination with TurboFlow technology and the TSQ Vantage, is a complete online sample preparation solution. For more information on any of the instruments or equipment, you can find it at thermoscientific.com. Additionally, for a copy of the poster, thermoscientific.com/ASMS.